Bharat, if I am speaking, please accept it, admit, So I focus on the uh,
Okay.
class. Yeah, I'm making you co-host, Bharat. Please
Yeah, absolutely.
just click on the accept. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Okay. So okay, good. So you all are seeing my screen now. And let me no, not yet. I started the recording. I started the recording and sharing my screen. And we are here in the first one. Okay. Help me check. Okay, everything looks good. Okay. So, good morning. Today is our first class, Supply Chain AI Mastery. This is a 12 weeks course, and today is the first class. And intentionally, I kept the first class open for all to audit the class or course, so that you can take a best decision in this journey of 12 weeks. It's an intense journey. It's not a theoretical slides, videos. It's hands-on. I will share with you today what we are going to do, and its the purpose is that after this 12 weeks, whatever I have done in 6 months, my subscription with Claude is sixth. This is sixth month going on. Paid subscription, like the Pro was $20 per month, and now this month, because I have to prepare so much content for the course, so I took the Max one now this month. Maybe I'll go back to Pro after 1 or 2 months. But it's the purpose here is in 12 weeks. You all, if you're a consultant, then you can start getting a consulting project, a freelancing consulting project like David in Seattle. You can do that. I will make sure that you have enough toolkit and knowledge and confidence to go and solve a supply chain problem of your client using this toolkit. And the client say, wow, this is a ROI of less than 3 months. I want this to be done. This is how the market is now. The demand of this is very high, and the talent available to fill that demand is very low. We are on the first early adapters in this toolkit area. Supply chain, I'm talking about supply chain. So you have an advantage of that. If you are working in a company, like water is in a company, very good. You can be a project lead in your own company, and you can initiate those projects. And then if outside vendor is coming to support you, then you can negotiate better deals with them, or you can make sure that the whole program management, you can manage the whole. And the new words we learn here, for example, master data maintenance. You know what is master data governance maintenance means in SAP ERP world. Now what does it mean in AI world? What does master data means in this? What is the new type of master data along with the ERP master data? What is the new type of master, how to manage that? That's all we're going to learn. So you are going to be the program lead, the project lead in your own company, to lead all those AI initiatives. And if you are a consultant, then you can deliver this in the client side. Okay, that's the purpose. That's why it's hands-on, is intense, and all that 6 months I have worked to learn myself. I'm packaging it all here, so nothing hiding. Everything I'm putting it here. That's why this class is intentionally small class, because I knew after the class you're going to contact me and say, Tosi, if I was doing this upload is not working, can you help me? So a lot of my time will go in post class, between the classes. Quickly, just to everybody has different levels, so I'm just going here quickly, but all this will be shared um, in the Google Drive, so you can read about it more detail. What I want to highlight in this slide is that our focus is agentic AI. We are building agents. If you see the agents we are building agents, the agentic, using agentic AI. Gen AI, yes, this is the chat part of it, the Claude chat, the chat GPT, that's the Gen part of it, which is we are using for also for some of the quick question and answers. I want to check, hey, what is going on here? What is supply chain problem? What is the top 5 problem? Like all those things, we'll do it here. But when we come to serious work of building something, we will be using agentic AI. Okay. Uh, oh, Praveen is saying I'm not joined. One second. I have sent a link to everybody. Then why? One second. Praveen is saying I cannot join. You all received the link, yeah? You didn't put the problem. Uh, I don't know what he was saying. Okay, sorry for that. He's saying, please join. Okay, so that's why we will focus on this one, and that's why we need lots of software tools, which I will share today. What you have to install in your laptop to get ready from week 4 onwards. This is a multi-step autonomous. This is where we are. We're going to do all the connections through our connectors, and this is the perfect place because the future in future, maybe 3 years, maybe 5 years, maybe I don't know, 2 years, we are going towards this one, like autonomous cars. Still Tesla is testing, not commercialized. Similarly, they are thinking about how much can become autonomous, means self-governing agents doing their job, talking to each other. uh, you know Currently we are in the loop, and that's why this is agentic AI. But soon some part of the supply chain will become autonomous also. When the confidence is built based on the data, then they will transfer some of that work to autonomous and then keep some here. Yeah, so we are in the right time, so because we are part of this, and when things go this side, we will be able to manage what is here and what is here. Okay, so then in agentic AI, like all these things we are going to build. um, so this I've shown you that. Not okay. One more thing here, you see here the predictive AI. This is very common, especially in the forecasting space, and all the softwares. If you have seen in last 5 years, they are, or maybe IBM showed to T-Mobile 7 8 years before. Also, I was seeing predictive AI is like a big thing. Now nobody talks about predictive AI because everybody is using it. It's not talk of the town. Everybody is now talking about this guy, the agentic AI. Yeah, but they are all there. Just keep in mind, when people talk about AI, then you should ask, hey, what AI type you're talking about? So you say, oh, I'm talking about this one or this one or this one. Make sure you understand where the conversation is going before you give your use cases. Uh, this is how the AI agent thinks, react. So it's perceiving, is reasoning, is planning, is acting upon, is observing, is delivering. So that's where, in terms of the agent, and I will explain to you what really an agent is, or like whom you will say this is an agent, this is not an agent. You need to know that part. So what is an agent, what it does, yes, and that's where the agent is doing end to end. You can include a human somewhere, maybe after the planning. Here in the act side, you can include a human here maybe, or here maybe, but an agent is supposed to do all of that on its own through the data ingestion, from any ERP system or any manual, or whatever the way you want to give the data. Once the data is there, that's a trigger point. um, then it does all of that on its own. That's why it is an agent. Okay, this is what I want to get this picture in your mind, that when we talk about agent, this whole diagram is if everything is there, then only it is considered as agent. Okay, that's remember that many people talk about agent, and then you say, hey, what is the agent? Or it does something. So it has to be very clear that what you are uh, s- what is agent is, this is your LLM, this is your brain, this is your LLM brain. You got different models here. Opus 4.7 came last week. This is your brain, your models. Uh, uh, these are all the inputs, whether through connectors or through CSV files or through manual. This is all your the input coming from here. That these are the trigger. Yeah, it maybe ERP system is coming like that. We got an ERP system, SAP system, whatever is that. You are connecting cloud with all of them. Yeah, or you're manually giving the data or whatever. Yeah, or you're giving some instructions, which is known as prompts. Yeah, whatever that trigger is, whatever that input it, whether it's a prompt or your manual files or your connectors through other apps, or Google Drive or Gmail or any other software, or your SAP software, whatever ERP system, they are all connected and here with the cloud. And this is your agent brain. So an agent has three parts: a trigger part, which is your input part; an agent brain part, which is this part here. Yeah, and this part here, you see that it has the skill file. So we will learn when we are building agents from week 4, week 5. Week 6 is the definitely we are building demand planning agent. And but before week 6 also, week 4 and week 5, we are going to build some of the agents, report automation agent and all that. So the first thing we are going to build when we are building the agent, of course, after connecting all that input part and all, then we are going to definitely start from here, which is the skill file. Yeah, I will show you that. So this is where we're going to do that. Then it's connected to the brain, which is our models. Whatever model we select, most of the time, we select Sonnet 4.6 model is good enough. But you can go to Opus also. And but Sonnet 4.6 is reasonably good and cost effective for the project. So I would recommend that one. Any previous historical files are all there, is sitting there. And this is the new data coming here. So that's the brain part. And then the output part, we define that in the prompt. Whatever the prompt we write, we define that, hey, we need the output in this format, PDF format or text or CSV file or PowerPoint, whatever, or we want them to send the alert to this Slack or whichever um, uh, Microsoft Teams or whatever. So, or send by email. So all this output part we have to define, and then we have to say where is the human in the loop. Yeah, human action. If you do all of these together, like I'm showing here the example what I did here, demand planning agent. If you do all of this, then it becomes an agent. Okay, then it becomes an agent. Okay, then we have okay, now we have one second. पानी लाके दे, पानी जल्दी. The three zone decision framework. This is um, what happens is that uh, when you are leading this project in the company, then you will be asked, or on a client site. This is something you need to start in the first this decision or discussion. Is okay. You want these things. Let's decide. It will be the 100% AI driven, or no AI, only humans can do that, or it's a human in the loop. Very important. You need to create an Excel file, and with all the use cases that you have received in supply chain for different department, demand planning, inventory, procurement, you write it down and you say, okay, uh, ABCXYZ classification or reclassification or classification. Do you want human in the loop, or do you want only the planner can do, nobody else can do, or you want the planner has to approve it every time it does, or you say no, 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 this is a very mathematical thing. I don't want to waste my planner's time here. Let the AI do it on its own. That is known as the AI auto zone. Yeah, you have the criteria here is you have a very high confidence in AI and high reversibility. You see, reversibility is high here, and here is irreversible. Why? Because once you say I don't want this supplier, you cancel the contract and all that. It's very high, very how can you reverse that decision? Yeah, it's irreversible. Yeah, and high stake. Agree? So three of the criteria always remember when you have a list of use cases from your client or your in your company, and they say these are all my list of use cases, tell me how should we use AI, and you say I need to segment these use cases into three zones, and based on the decision framework, which of these are purely mathematical and rule based, and it's very high confidence that AI can do good job on that. And then it's low stakes, and if something happens we can reverse it also. Yeah, not a problem. So that's where you give it to the AI. If something is here more strategic decisions, like in SNOP we take the strategic decisions, whether to open a warehouse or negotiate a deal with the supplier, or any product should be discontinued as part of rational. Of course, the analysis part will be done by AI. If you're doing product rationalization, of course, the analysis will be done here, which SKU should be rationalized, discontinued, and all that. Done by the AI. We're going to learn all that. But the decision to discontinue will be part of here. Yeah. So maybe you can say that, yes, I want to keep it here, but I will give some of the for analysis side is this side. Yeah. So always remember how much confidence you have in the AI, reversibility of the decision, if it's irreversible, human, and if stake is high, go this side. Stake is low, start. Uh, uh, this is how you start. Uh, you know, Understanding, give some work to AI and see the confidence, then give some more work to AI and keep human in the loop, and only the keep the strategic decisions here. This is the 4D framework from the Anthropic skill jar website. So this is how the AI side, you do the delegation, decide what you give, what to give to Claude, and that decision I was talking about here. Yeah, that's a decision. So that's a delegation. Which one you want to delegate, which one do you keep to yourself? That's the first D, is the delegation. Yeah. Or you want to split the work between human and I. Yeah. The second one we're going to learn today is prompts. So if you have delegated, then the instructions you give to AI is known as prompts. And there's a whole uh, uh, you know rules behind it, like what is a good prompt, and how to write a good prompt, and what rules we have to follow. We're going to learn that today. So because this is how you interact with AI, Claude AI, and your instructions are in simple English, but it has to has um, some structure and some uh, um, uh, you know uh, rules to follow. Otherwise, your instructions given to AI will go into hallucination and give something which you feel that is right, and then you have a problem there. Yeah. So it starts with always the good prompt. Yeah. Evaluate close output critically. This is very important, very important. That's why I don't do anything other than supply chain AI, because after doing a supply chain for 20 years, now I am very good in supply chain. Okay, so if you give me the problem or if you show me the data, I will definitely understand where the problem is going, or something is weird in the data. So you need to use your supply chain expertise. Don't blindly follow AI, otherwise you will be in a big problem. Yeah. So uh, see the data, see the reports, do some random cross check. That's what I do. I see the report and I say, okay, let me check this item myself, and I calculate and check. I say, okay, it makes sense. Okay, so that's how. Do some quality check of your own, using your own supply chain knowledge. Never give a report generated by AI to your boss or to your client without you have done the quality check yourself. Yeah, that's all. It happens. There's a reason. It's not like AI. There's a reason. Sometime what I see is that if you use for example, if you're using Claude for 4 5 hours continuously, you're doing analysis, you keep on working. I will show you it known as context window, and how much it can have the memory of that. And it gets low and low and low if you keep on using low and low for that particular day. And then what happens is that it is unable to take all the data required to do the analysis. So the analysis you are doing on the fourth and the fifth hour as compared to the first and second hour, the fourth and fifth hour, there is a possibility of hallucination happening, because the memory it is available to hold your data is going less and less. And then if may miss some part of the data, uh, then then you will not know what a Claude has missed. And then you get all the reports, but you see that, oh, I gave him 1000 rows in Excel file, is giving me back, look like it has missed some of the rows in the bottom side. So you need to check that one. Yeah, so that's where if you're doing some analysis, make sure you do some time and then stop it, and then see how much memory is there. Because $20 pro your memory will fail, then you need to go like I was facing this problem, so I go to so make sure you keep an eye on that. Is I got a um uh, is my friend from US. He built this AI, uh, and he gave me to test and all. And I started testing it like after 3 years, his model gave up and giving wrong numbers for the for the service level or something. I was checking, and I called him, and he says, the first question he asked him, because people in AI knows it, he says, how long you are doing? I said, about 3 hours. He says, yes. I knew you were going to find that, because usually people test it for half an hour or 1 hour, and this everything is good, but you push the AI. Okay, diligence, AI ethically. Yes, we'll talk about that also. Uh, AI governance. Now this has become a separate topic, the AI governance. But we in supply chain, we should be aware that what these governance guys are doing, when we sit in the meetings with them, we should definitely participate in that conversation, because that's how we are trained now. Yeah, so who owns the AI decision? Like every time there's something there, we need to know who owns it. And I showed you here in the three zone thing. Yeah, like, is 100% owned by AI, or 100% owned by a human in the company, or is shared ownership? Yeah, so how are human override logged? So okay, so now all this log data, in ERP system you have the log data. Now this is a new type of that transaction log data generated, is the human override log. AI suggested this, humans override this. AI suggested this, human override this. We need that data to be saved. So for audit purpose, if somebody says AI was not good, then you can go back on and say, hey, AI generated this number and you override to this number. What was your reason of overriding it? So we needed log data on that, so that anybody can go do an audit on that AI model on that particular day or week. What data must AI never? This is a very, very important, very, very important for the companies. Wouter, this one is like, you need to see all your supply chain data, and you need to say, I am giving only this data to the AI. These are the confidential data I cannot give to AI. Like, make sure you have, because and you have a consultant with a client, you make sure you ask that client, hey, if you have anything which is like this type of M&A and other things, some new contracts going on, some negotiations going on, in a folder sitting there, and you don't want the whole world to know about it because you are a public company, make sure that the AI don't have access to those folders. You need to make sure that, yeah, and it's possible if you know you can do that. Yeah, so this is a very, very important, because if somebody who don't understand AI properly, if by mistake give an access to everything in the Google Drive, say, oh my, I created a connector to Google Drive. Why you did to Google Drive? Now Google Drive have all these confidential files sitting there, and you give access to everything. Now that's not good. Yeah, so it's a big problem. So make sure that the people who are using AI should be trained on these questions. Okay, what triggers a human review? Yes, that is something, the we will learn in the prompt, how what we want to set in the prompt. And this is another thing, is that uh, let me go here and show you. uh, okay, so this is an opportunity register here. Okay, um, so if this is a AI uh, supply chain master data governance. This is a new type of master governance coming in the industry, and not many people understand this. Not many people are providing this service. Good morning, Mark. Um, so we are to see that. So say types of AI master data. So now we need to start putting all this together. Say, for example, I'm saying these are my prompts. Yeah, you have the list of prompts you have. Yeah. So, so all the prompts you have created, that. Then you have the list of skills you have created. These are all master data. Yeah, they are sitting there. Then you have the agents you have created. Yeah. Then you have the plugins you have created. Because otherwise, if you just create and forget about these guys, then after few days or few weeks, the parameters you have set there is need to be revised. Same problem happening in the MRP data. That's the, like, this is the problem still in ERP. I've seen still the MRP data is not taken care as it should be. You set the lead time in your SAP, and people forget about it. People forget about it, that they have to go back and change it. They say, no, I have kept 2 weeks there. When was the last time you changed that? Oh, I don't know. So that's where we have this whole recommendation is saying, that you need to. This is the AI is doing it using SAP data. That, hey, you need to go and change all these ones. Yeah, these are the recommended values. Say, hey, you need to change your info record, your source list, your lead time. All that is mentioned here. You go and change it. Yeah, GR process it. Plant delivery time is 0 days. Change it to 14 days. It's AI is telling you. Okay. So similarly, this is your traditional master data. We all are aware of this. This is your AI master data. You have so many things that created. You need to keep a library of all that thing. You need to know whom you have given these things, who are using these ones. You need to know that part also. And then you need to make sure that when is this revised, last updated, all that thing, you need to manage it with all of those. Yeah, so somebody has to play this AI master data governance manager. So of course the people in my class who are learning this, they're going to recommend this role to their boss and say, hey boss, I want to play this role, because sooner or later you will have a big problem. Owner 8 is using agent 5, and nobody knows what he is doing, and we are having problems. Who is keeping track of this guy? That's this is the uh, part of the supply chain governance. Okay. Then we have an AI. This is all you can read. Large language models, LLM. This is where the all the models, Sonnet and all that thing. Yeah, so they have been trained and all that thing. So that's what they are doing. And I'm surprised the Claude is like within 6 months they have released how many models now? About 4 or 5 models they released. They keep on releasing it. Now this week they released one, Opus 4.7. Yeah. So this is, they are building their 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 models so robust and all, that we are getting all the intelligence we need now. We don't need um, so many people to do all those analysis work and all that. Yeah, because the agents are getting so smart. Here is the another word you need to understand: tokens. This is Claude 3.7. That's why this is a 200K context window. We will understand what is the context window also in today's class. So tokens is like, it's not like one token is equal to one word. You see here, per, chase, order. So you got four tokens. You divided that in this word purchase order into four tokens. Yeah. So it's a per, chase, order, four tokens. So that's why it is like, usually you say 0.75 words one token. Yeah. Usually if somebody say how many, what is the relation, you can say 0.75 word is one token. But it depends. Yeah. So uh, Claude charges by tokens. Yeah, how much tokens you have used, they charge by that one. And if you go from pro to max, they give you more tokens. Yeah, so what is that meaning here? Is These are the models you have: Haiku, Sonnet, Opus. Yeah, you have the different models coming in. And you have this has deepest reasoning, complex analysis. For the supply chain purpose, mostly I use this one. I don't use this one, but I use Sonnet, which is very good. It's giving good, see, supply chain. We can do it if you are really doing some biological research or some deep dive thing on some complicated problem in the world. Definitely, those guys are definitely using Opus for that. Otherwise, this is good enough for us. If you think that I'm doing some strategy work for a client and I definitely need more detailed deep dive research, that for that particular project, you can use Opus. Here you see, I was trying to see this here. You see Claude 3.7 200K context window. The amount of data you can have at the same time is the context window. In the context window, it's 200K tokens. So here is the, if you see, now we are 4.7. This is the one released. So if you see here, Sonnet 4.6, this is what I used most of the time, is 1 million context window, which is good enough. You have that. And 4.5 is only 200,000. Yeah, so it's good to use 4.6, minimum 4.6, or you can go to the Opus side also. Yeah. Say 4.6, 4.7, they are charging exactly same. So why bother using 4.6? You should use 4.7. So either use Sonnet 4.6 for supply chain work, or if you see that you want to do some deep dive strategic work, then I recommend you to use Opus 4.7. So otherwise, for a regular analysis work, go back to Sonnet 4.6. Yeah, don't use 4.6 Opus because they're exactly same. So why you are using this? Go to the next one, which is the most latest one, and don't go below 4.6 Sonnet here down, because these are all old models. So this all been trained with the new data and all that, so you get the best out of that one. Okay, these are your LLM family. Uh, this is the context window. So now if you see here, this guy is saying here 200K context window tokens available for that. And here you have for the Sonnet 4.6 onwards, you have 1 million. So what is that and how it is calculated? You should know that also. It is this one. You see here the context window. This is the context window. The most is the files for sure. The conversation history, yeah, all the history we have is also part of the context window. The data, you have that one. And then system also has something like, you say in our laptop, this some instructions given by CPU, yeah, to RAM and other people, yeah. So so that's what in AI world also there are certain instructions system gives, yeah. That is known as system prompt. What we give is known as user prompt. So prompts are also two types. When we give the instruction is known as user prompt. When system gives the instruction is known as system prompts, yeah. Okay, so that's also like 8%, which is sitting in cloud.md. Okay, and then your current user message, what you are currently typing, this is your prompts you are giving currently. Data agents response is coming, that is also part of that, yeah. So if you add all of them, system prompt, how much memory this guy has taken, conversation history, all that you have. That's why you say that, you are, if you're using the same chat box for some time, then is recommended to open the new one. See example, if I'm keep on doing work in this guy, and I see, it's too much work I've done, okay, I should open a new. So that's my new context window, I start here. Okay, you see, that's like you can do that, yeah. So that's uh, okay. And then uh, yeah, 200. Now because this is a 1 million, you will not face a problem in that one unless you are using it for long time, the same context window. So it's recommended you and done one analysis, save all that, open another one, do the analysis, and then keep on working on that, um, okay. um, we'll understood that part. Now yeah, this is I already talked about that. It starts from the prompt here, that the user prompt, then the brain, then the tools are called, results back, LLM response. Always remember this diagram in your whole 12 weeks. That's why I kept this in the first here. You see, this is where you give the prompt, um, the LLM does that based on all uh, the skill file you have created, um, which is basically the set of instructions you are giving um, um, to the brain, LLM model, yeah, and then all the output and all that. So always remember, when we are building an AI agent, we are doing all of this step by step, yeah. And I have all created user manuals and all for all of you, so you will use those user manuals and you just follow those as I showed in the info session yesterday. uh, Now we have the MCP. Yes, this is a very important. We're going to use this MCP to connect. See the connector. We have to use it to connect Claude. Yeah, so we can connect to. Definitely, we are going to connect. Here you see. So go here, the connectors. And you go here. Manage connectors. These are the connectors, and if you say okay, you know. So these are the you see I have connected with already with the SAP tool here, yeah. So you see, if you want to add a new connector, see, this is the library of all the connectors. So we're going to use that's why from week to week 3, opportunity week 4 onwards, we are going to start connecting, start connecting, and you will see that, okay, we have a project on um, what is that project I showed you yesterday here. So if you have not attended yesterday's one, then this is the course outline, and this is the project we are doing, automated document entry, this one using Zip. So when we are doing automated document entry using Zapier, then we are coming here in the week 4, uh, and what we are doing here, we are connecting with Gmail. That's the first one we will connect. Then we will connect with the Google Sheet. Second one, then we are going to so we will connect with Zapier. See, Zapier is here. Zapier has more than 8,000 connect apps which can be connected. Yeah, so that's a very good. Instead of connecting one by one to all, you connect to Zapier, and Zapier is already connected to many of them. So we're going to connect to Zapier from here. We're going to connect to the Google Sheet or the Google Drive. Um, this is a Google Drive here. So that's all the connectors we are going to do. So we will build all those connections for this class, and then we are going to test the flow of it, what I have shown in this one. Yeah, the Gmail to Zapier to Cloud AI to Google Sheet to Cloud to Zapier to ERP SAP system, so that the sales order and invoice and all those manual data entry going on is taken care by AI with the human in the loop here. Okay, so that's what the whole MCP part is. Okay, now we are getting into the detail side. Skill versus agent, and what is a skill, what is agent? You understood. I showed you the diagram. Always remember that diagram. That is an agent, which is an employee doing the work. Always remember that's an employee doing the work. When I said that, hey, this is a demand planning agent, means you are assuming that this is a demand planner who has been assigned to do this work. Okay, so it's if that's how the agent is, like an employee doing the work. And that's why this course is very important. I don't know why people don't still understand the seriousness of it, because this is an agent, and there are companies making thousands of agents every day. The startup companies, the big companies, investors are pouring trillions of dollars. Why they are investing in agents? Because they know the employee will be replaced by an agent. Like all those Kiva robots, when I was working in Amazon Seattle, David, that Kiva robots, in the warehouse, you know the the state of Washington, they put a cap that Amazon cannot have more than this many robots in their warehouse. Why the state of government was involved? Because if government don't care, Jeff Bezos is going to replace all those warehouse workers with the Kiva robots. I've seen all of them. They a small one, they just, and they are doing so much work. You will be surprised when you see. I was in one of the warehouse. More than 2,500 Kiva robots were working, and you are not allowed to go in that space. All fenced, everything, pick, pack, all going on. So why? Uh, because those workers has been replaced by the Kiva robots. Yeah, it cost about 20,000 something that time. No salary, nothing. 24 hours working, just charge it, and working. Similarly, now we moved from Kiva robots who replaced the warehouse worker, and we were thinking, oh, that's okay. But it now is our turn, that the agents are going to replace us sooner or later, I tell you. Okay, so skill is what? It's a handbook. You give a set of instructions saying, hey, do this, do that, do this, all that. This is a set of instructions. So now what happened is, if you go here and if you think about this, you see a skill file. Yeah, that's a skill file. Yeah, it is a set of instructions. Yeah, we given it to the multi-agent orchestrator that, hey, you do this, you do that. Yeah. So Mark, you're there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. So I was we're discussing yesterday about saving your company PowerPoint slide templates. Yeah, in the
Hmm.
skill. This is where you see I saved it here, SCIQ lab deck, you see, in the skill.
Right.
So now when I saved it here, you see, now it knows exactly what my template should look like. You see, navy color, teal, blah, blah. You see,
Right.
you see,
Okay, gotcha.
every time is going to do that for me. It's not going to change it. See, visual rules. Like I uploaded that, I say create a skill file. using my templates, blah blah, and it has created a skill file. You see, use this skill whenever Tosi blah blah asked to create an upload or build of any PowerPoint presentation, pitch deck, blah blah. You see, this is all written by Claude, not by me, but I gave the instructions that these are my templates. I want to create a skill file so that I can use it, and every time I generate my PowerPoint slide, it should be consistent, like and represent a CIQ lab. Yes. So now I did that here. I saved it here. That's it. It's a one-time job. You see?
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll never face a problem. See, or you can explain whatever you want here. Okay. So this is where I was talking about is a skill. Um, okay. Another thing in the skill side. So this is one example. Another thing is that you are saying that, hey, set of instructions, but skill also here. This is a skill. Yes, it also has a Python code and the CSV sample data. You know why? Yes, you can package them here in the skills. You can package them. Yeah, that's why when I was showing you, so it has the instructions, it has Python code, it has sample data, all that thing. You can package it here under the skill because they all become the instructions to whom, which I have shown you here. Now you can easily connect the dot from this diagram. You see the skill.file demand, this one. You see, that's where you have everything here. You have a set of instructions, you have Python code, you have sample data if you want, like whatever you have, you package it here under the skill file. Yeah, and then model is going to go and take it from there. Yeah, the model is going to read the skill, run the script. Why is running the script? Because the Python script is sitting here, yeah, which you have written. The Python script sitting here and is read the skill, is going to read the file, say, okay, I want to do this instruction. Okay, let's run the Python script. Okay, then you say sample data, let's test this script using a sample data, all that, interpret the result, calculate da. Why is doing? Because it's getting all those from here and your input file and all these input files coming. I'm talking about the instructions. Instructions can be two types: instructions in a Word document, what you saw, or instructions can be a Python script also. Yes. Okay, that's a very important topic on that side. Let's go to the. So here we have. Okay, so you got the point of skill versus agent now. Yeah, that's important. A skill versus agent. Skill is a handbook. Is a always remember there's an employee is a handbook, and this is a doing the work. Employee doing the work himself is a okay. So so now why I said here that the new type of master data governance is coming here. Why? Because this is an handbook. This is your uh, new hire onboarding manual. Okay, that's my this particular skill. Skill number one is this. Okay, for your department. Yeah, for example. Yeah, so this is for your department. Okay, so now if nobody is responsible for this role, then what will happen to this new hire onboarding manual sitting under skill one? Is going to sit here for 1 year, and the new hire will keep on complaining that you told me to on the week one to make sure that get access to this data and this training, but the manual is still saying something different in the skill. I saw that. Yeah, that's why it's soon, if you have more than hundreds of them in your company, then it becomes a work to manage all that. Yeah. Okay, keep going. Here is the four components of the agent. One is the trigger point. Yeah, like again we are going back to the, because agent is something at the end of 12 weeks you all should be a professional in building agents, helping client or helping your company to build agents training them how to do that. Yeah. And so that's where all the things I'm covering, whichever I see is relevant for that topic. Okay, so what happened is that the trigger point, step number one is trigger point. The trigger point can be a schedule. Yeah, like I showed you in co-work before also, that you can schedule that. Yeah, that can be a trigger point. You're saying that I am in a co-work, I have this is my co-work, and I am going here, and I am going to, so see, this is what I did yesterday. And then I say, okay, my trigger point here is my schedule. This is the schedule I have. Every week, 8 a.m. Monday morning, or every daily 8 a.m. I want that schedule. Okay, so this is your schedule. This is your trigger point then. Yeah, as soon as it triggers, then your agent is going to work, because it has been triggered by this schedule. Yeah, it has been triggered by this schedule and is going to work on that. Okay, so that's the number one. Then if you go back here, and what are the other trigger points possible? Other trigger points is that the SAP data is coming. So this is SAP. This is connected to the SAP data, SAP, and then you are receiving the SAP data, and that's your trigger point. Any new data coming, it's a trigger point going on. Yeah, or you can run manually. Like you can run manually. That's your trigger point. So you need to know that, hey, what wakes the agent up? Is it schedule? Is it live data? Is it manual data? Like what is, or any changes happen in the data folder file, whatever that you have set, you need to know how the agent initiate. And because you want to make it more autonomous, means less hand holding, what you will do, you will you will use a schedule of the co-work I showed you. You use this one, so you have 50 reports running in your company, in your department, supply chain, and then you have set all those schedules, and every day morning or weekly or whatever the schedule is, all those supply chain reports are generated, and it's based on the owner you have assigned who will get what. And it is autonomous, because you are not worried that morning 8 o'clock you have to go and click and trigger and start generating the reports. No, you scheduled it. So that's why you have to see what part of the trigger you want to make it autonomous, and what part of the trigger you want to keep it with yourself. Okay. Okay, now the second part is, once you trigger, then definitely the input is going to come and towards the LLM. Always remember the diagram I showed you, from top input to the brain. Yeah, and with the brain has attached to the skills and Python script and all those instructions feeding that one. So this is all the system script. You see the skill, read from the skill file. Yeah, this is the brain, your model, Opus 4.7 or Sonnet 4.6, whatever you're using, what decides what to do. Yeah, this is what going on. Yeah, and then it start running. Now you got, the brain knows everything. Now the action has been taken. Yeah, so you got the input, you got the trigger, you got the all um, uh, the model knows what to do. Now it start running on that one. Yeah, it runs the Python script, it do all that thing. It asks the data from the connectors, SAP, whatever, and then the output, whatever you have set in the prompt or that in the skill there, you have received those output in the phone. This is the, every agent needs these four components. If one component is missing, it's not considered as an agent. Always remember that. If any of this is missing, it is not an agent. Agent, if somebody says, hey, I have an agent, you would say, hey, show me what is your trigger, what is your brain, which model you are using, what tools use that, and output. The skills lives here inside the prompt. Okay, now you got the understanding of skills versus agent. You understood the agent, the four things you need to have in agent. Now skills versus memory. What is a memory thing? So three words here. First is the overall, you say, is the memory, the overall. You have a skill. So let me show you first that go to the settings from here. Yeah, file this settings. Yeah, okay. And here you see that so what I have done, because it's hard to remember where to click and all that thing. Yeah, so I have created for you this this one. You see, this is a nice 29-page document, how Claude works. It has explained to you everything what I am teaching here. Yeah, and I'm going to share with you. So it has everything, so you can because it's very hard to remember all that. So this is all. I'm going to go to the memory part here. So how chat conversion works, we will see all that in the settings. So for example, here is extended thinking, deep research, all that thing. You go here, and then you see here. You see here, you can select the models. Yeah, you can select the models from here. Let's 4.6, whatever, and then here you can go here, and then you can uh, de and then you have what's that going on? You see, research, web research. Yeah, yeah. So you have that thing here. So you can select those things from here. Yeah, and then you have settings here also. You see, default microphone on hold, and you have this one here. And here is the one I was showing you: adaptive thinking. Thinks for more complex. If you think that the something you are doing needs more deep dive research, usually I don't do this one. But if you feel that your problem is very complicated, maybe inventory optimization, you are doing something on inventory optimization, multi-site inventory optimization, that's a complicated problem. So if for that problem, you should definitely go with this one, adaptive thinking. Yeah, let the model think more. Yeah, otherwise for all other things, you don't have to do this one. Yeah, you see. Okay, so that's what I want to show you here. Always use this manual. I'm going to give you then file uploads is okay. I showed you all that. File uploads, that's easy. Yeah, so file uploads is just you go here, you can do the file uploads from here. Yeah, so you upload the file from here and you run it. Yeah, make sure you create a nice folder for file uploads. So if you see here, like all my um, uh, mark, see all these SAP tables are here. Yeah, all these SAP tables are here. Yeah, if you want to do an end-to-end analysis on P2P or this S4HANA tables, yeah, or your IBP, bring all the tables. See Mara table, Mark table, all those who understand SAP. So bring all the tables in one folder, and then you can run it from using this folder. Connect them with the folder, and it will take the data from there.
So, Tausi, are
Yes.
these live tables or this is a copy on your hard drive from SAP?
This one is a copy, the one I just
Ah,
showed you. This is the copy,
okay.
yeah, for my testing. But if I have to use my live data, I go to the connectors and I use this one, SAP tools.
Okay. So
You
you
see?
can actually just
Yeah,
run the agent
yeah,
on
yes,
a live table
yes, yes,
and then create a report.
yes.
Okay. All right.
And if I want to test model or doing something my testing, I don't want to interact with SAP now. I'm just bringing some sample data here, and I'm testing all that from here. Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah. This is all my sample data to test the models and all that. Yeah, once I am good with that, I wrote my prompt and everything, then I will go and do directly on using my connector. Yeah,
But keep in mind, though, it actually could have, like, your access level is important, right? Because individual user may not have access to all the tables that they need, right?
that's a very good point. Even I don't have all the access here, even I connected this one. So
Mhm.
why? Because which SAP API is connected now? Please check and give me this stuff.
So when you're creating an agent, you may have to be a super user.
And even that, I didn't got all of that. I got material master. I got I got these ones. You see,
Uh-huh.
these are all connected. Yeah. See, the master data I got connected. I was not getting the accounting side of it because even though I'm using Sandbox, yeah,
Uh-huh.
but the Sandbox guy didn't give me all the access. Yeah, this guy, because he don't want to give me the FICO data. You see, the finance
Yeah.
side. So I got these. This is a good enough for me, like to cover the supply chain side. You see, master data, procure to pay, cost, inventory, production. Yeah, I got good. I got some journal entries also. Yeah. So this is a good enough data for me to test the models and do all the MRP parameter, blah blah. Yeah. But
Excellent.
see, yeah, here is a full list of the currently connected. See, it's saying here is a full list of SAP APIs currently connected to your SAP tools MCP server. You have 22 SAP tool available, blah blah blah. You see, that's a good thing. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Thank you.
And Tausif, maybe probably for
Yes.
this kind of applications, you might need to create a system dedicated user, kind of a RFC user or something of that sort. So
Yes.
it doesn't have to like really dependent on your individual access credentials or authorization that is set up. So I mean, usually
Okay.
for
Okay.
data extractions and all, you'll use a dedicated user, which is kind of a system user
Okay.
for communications.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can map the user to the access. You can say you're saying that. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
user. Okay.
that's totally independent of like
Okay.
which user is calling out these.
Okay. Okay. And then based on that is going to give that access already mapped to that user. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Bharat. So that this is where very important when you're doing a client project or you are doing or you are a master data governance manager in your company. Then you need to remember that it's not like, oh, let's connect with SAP. No, not connect with SAP. Let's connect with SAP and make sure which API is getting access. Otherwise, he will get all the financial data, Mark, and the manager is still scratching head because not every manager understand SAP and not understand the APIs. Yeah, the AI part of it. Yeah.
I
So
think as this agentic AI evolves,
yeah.
what may happen is, right, a super user with more access may create the report.
Yes. Yes.
And then, from the agent perspective,
Yeah.
they may give access to the distributed agent
Yes.
to allow users, simple users, not master users, not super users,
Yeah.
simple users to run the agent, right,
Yeah. Yeah.
without having access to the underlying table, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Right. I think
Okay.
that may be the approach. I'm
That
not sure.
can be
I'm new to this. Yeah.
a good controlled approach. You are saying that. Yeah. It's less like
Right.
yeah.
So it's like allowing a user to run a report, but you don't allow them to change the report.
Uh-huh. It is like so you're assigned the reports based on what they need, and you know what data is feeding to those reports, because
Right.
you have already checked it. So they are just a viewer of the report. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
They're not
Mm,
running anything. Okay. Got it.
right.
Yeah. Thank you, Mark. Okay. So now you see that this is let's keep going. This is a good report as compared to the slides, because slide does not have much data to read. I like this one. So this is another thing. Artifacts, artifacts is also a good thing, is available in here. Uh, so if you go here, see artifacts. Yeah. So I have created an artifact for supply chain AI advisory playbook for this blah blah blah. Yeah, you can create an artifact, and then you can whatever document or whatever you want to save is like another way of saving some documents. Yeah. Um, but skill is the one which the brain goes and read the skill. So make sure it's difference between artifact is not going to come and read from artifacts, but skill for sure is going to come and read from the skill. Okay. Go back here. So you understood, if you want to save certain documents or certain thing for your own thing, you can save in artifacts also. Yeah. Okay. Interacting, yeah, okay, that's not a big thing. You saw that. Enabling, disabling artifacts, you saw that. You can go there and you can play with it. This is the projects. This is a very important one. Projects. Projects. Bharat, I need your help here, man.
Yep.
How you change the background to white, man? This is crazy. Once it changes the background, where should I click to change the background to white? So this become dark.
Is this a Word file?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was trying here and there, but I was like, well, I don't know.
Okay, maybe somewhere in the templates. I didn't
Yeah,
play.
somewhere in the templates. Yeah, that's why I was thinking. I was trying to reset to this template, but it didn't work out. And I was trying to see if anything happens when I do like this. Yeah, this is better than the, but I don't got this number now.
Did you try the view? Go to the
This is
view.
better. This is better. Yeah. Yeah, this is the view. This is the view, and okay, this is better. This at least I got the dark part here. Okay, good. Thank you. So the projects, yes, this is a very important topic. The projects. What happened is that a procedure workplace included keeps files, instructions, conversation history organized around a specific topic or body of. This is whenever we are doing a project, and we will do, definitely we're building so many agents. Whenever we do the project, we are going to create a project. Yeah, so we're going to go here, the projects, we're going to create a project. Yeah, we go to here, we create a project. Yeah, we write the name, we project. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Yeah, and we then everything what will happen will be assigned to this project. Is connecting all of that together. Yeah, that's important. One more thing I forgot to tell you is always remember, when you in the skill side, the create a skill, write a skill instruction. So the most important part in the skill is what is the skill name is important, but more important than skill name is the description part. There's 2 or 3 lines what you're writing. This is very important. Always make sure, of course, you will learn about how to take the help of AI, Claude, to write a nice description. Yeah, that description, and then the instruction set. The 3 parts in that: name, description, and instruction set. What happened is that you have, when you run your agent, it get triggered. It does not look at the instructions. It first look at the skill name and the description only, and see which of those skills are relevant for that particular agent. If you are not explaining it properly, it may miss to pull that particular skill. So this is and once it finds that, okay, out of all these skills for this particular agent I'm running, I need this skill, I need this skill, I need this skill, I need this skill. Why? Because based on the description it has selected, and now is going to pull the instruction inside that skill. The third step. Always remember that is writing any skill. Yeah. For example, if you see here, okay, so this is my skill file. You see my description. Yeah, name is this. Yeah, multi-agent. Okay, well, what is my description? Use this skill when a supply chain query requires both demand planning analysis and supplier risk assessment together. Triggers on full analysis, demand and supplier, end-to-end review, and SNOP exception report with vendor scoring. See that my description is clearly explaining that this is a multi-agent orchestrator skill, and it's based on the 2 agents only: demand planning and supplier risk. Yeah, if tomorrow I create another agent, let's say inventory agent, and I want to include it as part of this multi-agent, I have to change my description and instruction, everything. Yeah, I will say based on query requires demand planning analysis, supplier risk and inventory analysis, all the 3, and then blah blah blah. Yeah, so always remember that your model is going to first look into the description. Let me make sure that you read it here, so when you read this document on your own, you know why I'm stressing this too much. Okay, skills in the cloud. You see, skills in the cloud. Yes.
Yeah. Can you look at the page color on the towards your right?
Page color. Oh, this guy. Yeah.
Change it to white.
Page
Like,
color.
is it changing anything?
Yeah, something is happening. See.
Yeah, I mean it has some, maybe.
Oh, see. Oh, it become black. Oh, this is white. It's not becoming. It's no color.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
maybe,
see.
uh,
Something
maybe,
is,
yeah, maybe select as no color or whatever it is.
see, no color is not going anywhere.
Okay.
And white is not going anywhere.
Hmm. Take the
White.
black, then if it is working.
See, white is black is working, white
Yeah,
is not working. I want the background as white. Yeah.
yeah.
You see?
So then use
Choose the
this.
background to white, yeah, and then choose the font to black.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So choose the back. This is the background. Yeah. Choose the background to white, and then choose the
Font to black, yeah.
font to black. This is the fonts.
I think there should be a template for this.
Yeah.
This is the word you're using, right?
Yeah, this is the word. Okay, I will do it later. Thank you, Bharat. So this is where I was talking about a very important point here is this skill side. Yeah. So skill, each skill is a folder containing a skill.md file. And what is MD? MD is basically a markdown file. Just remember that is an MD is a markdown file. Markdown file. Yeah, that's what uh, the name of that file is. Okay. So going back there, the importance of skill here. Uh, is that a skill model. That's you can read all that. I want to highlight the important point here. uh, yeah, this is the one. Instructions code follows when the skill is triggered. Skills load on demand based on their description. This is the $1,000,000 word I'm telling you. Description. Skills load on demand. This is on demand. They are not like as soon as you trigger the agent and everything is taken by that by default. No, it's not doing that. Is whenever the agent is running the script and all, and it say, oh, at this moment I need to know about this thing. Okay, let's go and check the skill. And it's go to check the skill, and it's a 50 of the skills sitting here in the library. Then it says, okay, I need this. Let me check all the descriptions. I don't want to read the instruction. I will just check the description. Relevant descriptions, three of them. Let's pull it all together. That's how it is. The architecture is like that. Yeah. So see, it's based on the, you can also invoke them with the skill name. Yeah, you can always invoke them with the skill name. Yes. So that's where you need to always be sure that you are uh, you're doing that. And 1 second is that. Okay, good. Let's keep going. Uh, okay, that's a skill part. Memory, you understood. Yeah. I think you didn't saw the memory part. Okay, let's go to the memory side. Okay, you understood the skill because that's more important than the memory. Memory is not that important. Okay, here are the certain things. If you go capabilities, you have a memory here. So what happened is that um, you have a memory here, and in the memory you see the capability. So this is where you have something like whatever you have done, your chat history and all that thing. Same thing in your phone also. You have chat history and all that thing. If you want to let it be there, let it be there. If you want to delete the history, delete the history. Generate memory from chat history, like that. You can close this guy also. Yeah. So where is the memory is saving their chat history and all. You decide what you want to do. You want to save or not. Import memory from other app. Well, yeah. So that's the memory part is here. Okay. Okay. Now so you understood that part, the memory part. Okay. Then we have let me go. We'll talk about the cloud this instructions also. Little advanced topic, but we'll talk about that. Let's go into the settings side now. It's all these settings here. This is all the settings. Yeah, all the settings are here. Okay, so if start from general, like this is basically general here. Emails from cloud and web, blah blah blah, appearance and all that. Yeah, so this is the setting I have here. Yeah, that's it. Account, this is my account. See what I'm using here. Okay, you see privacy. This is very important. Privacy. See, this is the one. Please disable this one. Okay, please disable this one. Allow the use of your chat and coding sessions to train and improve Anthropic AI models. If you're working in a company or in a client site, please make sure that you don't allow Claude to, this is part of the data privacy. They ask, hey, how secure is my data? The data is secure because I made sure that Anthropic don't use your data for training the models. Mark, have you done that?
Yes. Yeah.
You did that? Okay.
I mean, I think that's available even in unpaid account through
Yeah.
incognito mode. I think if you just
Yeah,
do
I
it as
think the
incognito.
default is like that, I think. Yeah. The default setting.
No, default
Huh?
is not incognito.
No?
No. In the
Oh.
unpaid account, default, that's not the default. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you have to do that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So um, this is, I kept this one, location metadata I kept open because in supply chain you do the analysis on the location, warehouse, and all those things. So it helps. That's why I kept it. Supplier analysis and all that, it helps. So I kept that one on. Yeah. But overall, the privacy setting, how we protect the data, all that you should read it. If your client or your manager ask, you should know from where you have to quote. This is all the permissions, what is given and all that. Yeah, pretty safe. Billing part, that. Yeah, this is the billing part. See, I got this 151. Maybe next month, Mark, I will go back to the $20 because to prepare this for this course, I have to generate so many documents, the user manuals and all those things. So it was very, very heavy from last 2-3 weeks. But I think next month I'm going to go back. You can see my learning in Clo is started from 19th. Yeah, it's hardly, this is my 6th month going on. Yeah, but if you put a lot of your time and do a lot of projects, then you become good very fast. Okay, you can check your usage and all that going on. How is the usage capabilities? You saw the memory, tools access, you saw that, visuals, code execution, domain list.
Kaushik,
Yes.
it seems like somebody has a question.
Yeah,
Kaushik has
please.
a hand raised.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kaushik, you have a question? Okay, I didn't saw that. Kaushik, you have a question?
Yeah, hi Tosif. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
please,
actually I
please.
joined, yeah,
Oh,
I
oh,
joined little late. So
okay, no
my
problem. No
question
problem.
is like, yeah,
Yeah.
my question is that the tool which you are using, what is the name of this tool? That the sign you are, yeah, this is the tool, yeah. This
This is
is
the
cloud,
Claude. Yeah,
right?
Claude. Yeah, Claude.
So yeah,
All our work is Claude. Yeah, this one.
understand. So from going forward, and what would be the class timing? That is my question first.
Okay.
And second would be like to practice this out because my client project is in typical time series and order series only. They are not transitions themselves into AI till now. So if I join this course, if I wanted to practice with this cloud and also will be getting this access, or how will going to practice those things and all? That is my next question. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Kaushik. First question is that the class is on Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. 90 minutes. Today is the Sunday we started. We'll continue this class on next Saturday. So 9 a.m. to 10:30. So we have 3 hours class, and the remaining we have a back and forth going on for supporting you all to do that work. Okay. And the second question you have is access. Yes, you need to take the access of this one. So you have here you see the one I was showing just now is that take the pro access, which is $20 I think, or $17 US dollars. You need to take a pro access to work on this. Okay, so that's the access part to practice all that. In terms of the data and all, I have created everything for the data side. See, this is the sample data I have. Yeah, so all the sample data is already ready here, and the case study is all ready. This is the case study. We're going to solve this problem for the 12 weeks, only same problem. Yeah, different types of the problem, same company, same case study. Yeah, so I will give all that for those who are paid ones from next week. So today I'm not going to share anything, but I'm just showing you that everything is ready. The data is ready. The case study is ready. All the user manuals are ready. Everything is ready. A lot of content. Even the content itself is very high value content. Yeah. Okay. So you got both the questions answered, Kaushik?
Yeah, and coming to this $20, it is per month, right?
Yeah, it's per month. Yeah,
Okay,
that's good.
and
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm just asking these things. So yeah, you have already these downloaded versions and everything, that is okay. But in the live project, like we will going to connect with this connector to our backend SAP or ERP,
Yeah.
whatever it
Yeah.
is. So that process also will going to cover in this
Yeah.
training or
Yeah.
not?
Yeah. We will cover that whole thing. See, here is the SAP to cloud integration guide. Yeah. You see, the way I have connected, I have created a guide for it. Yes.
Okay. The cloud integration, that is CI, right? It is replacing
Yeah.
the CIDS.
Yeah. No, it's not
Okay.
replacing CIDS. CIDS is different. We'll talk about that. Okay. But
Okay.
SAP to cloud integration. Um, this is here. Yeah, this is for my SAP S4 HANA integration. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Text me, Kaushik. Any other question coming in your mind? Text me. Yeah, I will definitely help you. Okay. Okay.
Sure.
Thank you. Okay. So now quickly go back to the settings here. We need another 15 minutes to wrap up. Um, okay. So you got up to that usage capabilities. You got the capabilities side of that. This is the
But,
connectors.
sorry,
Yes.
I'll
Yes,
have to
Bharat.
drop.
Yes,
I'll
Bharat.
have to, yeah.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Bharat. We will talk in the evening. Okay. Thank you, Bharat. Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Thank you, buddy. Okay. Bye. Okay. So now I already talked about the connector side of it, and then we have cloud code and Cowork. We need to have the cloud code also. Yeah. We need to the cloud terminal. Yeah. This is the terminal side. We need to have the cloud terminal. Let me show you the cloud terminal in my other. I think I downloaded in my other laptop. So let me show you that here. So you need to download that cloud terminal in your site. Let me see if you are okay. You are seeing my other screen now, hopefully, and I am going to see here. I'm going to go here and I'm going to write here cloud code. You see cloud code. So we need to download this guy also. Okay, it looks like this. This is known as cloud terminal, cloud code terminal. Okay, so cloud code is two types. One is this one. We're going to work on this one to build our agents and all those things. Yeah, this is cloud code. And then you say, what about this guy? This guy is also cloud code. You see here, chat, cowork, and then this is code. Yeah, this is the desktop. This is my cloud desktop. It has also the code, but we are going to use this also in our project. So you have to download this guy. Okay, so then you can use that one. Okay, so this is like a professional version of building AI agents, is using the terminal. Okay, then another thing we are going to use it, which is not much, but don't get scared if I show you this, is the command line here, command prompts. Yeah, so this is another thing where we will use it for certain part of the project wherever we need. So we will go. This is, but it's just a copy paste. I am no coder. I copy from instructions, I paste it here. You will do exactly same thing. So don't worry when you see these black screens. Don't worry. We are just need to know how to copy paste. For example, here, I will show you that in few minutes. Okay, so you got that thing here. Okay, so now let's go to the okay, let me go back here. Maybe I can, let me continue here, maybe save some time. Okay, let me go here. Save here. Okay, present. I will get back to that again. I want to show something there, but okay. So you have there Gaushai Marhaba Rabia. All good? Okay.
Goshe Marhaba, yes, sir.
Thank you for joining. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Then okay. So this is okay. So now you are seeing my screen here. Okay. So go back to the one I was showing you here. Settings. Okay, we saw that one. We'll cover the remaining part of it in the next class. Another thing I want to show you here is this one, the checklist. The checklist is so for the first 3 weeks. Don't please see this one. This is the one I'm going to share with all of you. Um, uh, of course, once you pay and enroll in the course, then um, for those who have paid, I will share all these documents, everything. So this is a checklist. So what it helps you is that is saying, hey, these are all the ones we have to, like for example, Kaushika, do we need a cloud access? Yeah, you need a cloud access, a paid one, a pro one. Okay, then what are the other things you have to install? You have to install cloud desktop. You see, this is the cloud desktop. You have to install that one. Yeah, so it has all those things what you need to install. You see, and this is what you have to install: the Git for Windows. You have to install Walter was asking me about Python. You have to install the Python. So you can take this list and show it to your IT manager and say, hey, this is what we need in this course. Please let us know, like is it possible and all, and give at least 3 weeks to them so that they can work on their own time. It's not a rush. I need this on the week 4 after 1 month, because that's what we are going to use all this to build agents. Yeah, and I have done all that thing myself, so nothing, no wrong. It is installed in my desktop, my laptop, no problem. It's working good. Create your own course folder. Yeah, this is a install power, Superpower. This is a very good one, Superpowers. This is I installed, I think last week I did that one, Superpowers, and it's not from the cloud. It's from the this is the document I'm going to share. This is from the GitHub. Yeah, if you go to the GitHub, and I also published my multi-agent orchestrator in the GitHub. I have published there. I have submitted that to Anthropic marketplace for approval. So soon you will see my agent is in the Anthropic marketplace. Okay, so you see, this is the Superpower. This is so. How many people have downloaded and see 160K stars? This is the one, very good. What it does, I'm going to tell you, and then how to download you have in the instruction sheet there. So I have that one. So now if you go back here and just I want to go to that one for now. We'll cover all that in the next class. Let me quickly, this is whole prompt and all that. It will take another 1 hour to cover the topic. So I don't want to rush now, but let's go to the this one here. Yeah, this is the cloud code. I'm going to talk about the cloud code. This one, these are the instructions, what it is. It's a lot of, okay, power, Superpower. Superpower, what happens is that why this is important, why cloud does not have that. Whenever you write something in cloud, your prompts and all, whatever, or you create your agent and all, what happens? Immediately you start coding, running the Python script for you and creating the code and all that. There's no, like, you write a prompt and it's execute immediately. Cloud does not ask you any question. And then you think that what I am doing here, I am building an AI agent. This is a software development. It has to follow a software development cycle. Why it is not following it? Why is just taking my prompt, my instruction, and start running the code? Like, this is the crazy coder, not asking any question back to you. That's true? Yes. So what happened? of course, the industry pro realized that Claude is not doing the good job in the software development cycle, following the rules of the software development cycle. So they created the superpowers. What the superpower does, it holds you. It does not create a start writing the Python code for you, or any of the other things. It asks you the right question. It says, okay, let's brainstorm first. Let's do this. Let's write a plan. Yeah, test driven, test data driven. Yeah, so let's do this. Like, it follows you. It holds your hands so that you can follow this software development cycle and do that whatever you're building, the agent, using this methodology which Superpowers is providing when you install that. I already installed it. I will show you that. Yeah, so then it asks the questions. It asks the question. See, it asks the question. It says, hey, what problem is this solving? This is the questions Claude will never ask you. But if you have Superpowers installed, then Claude will ask you these questions in a right. It's not going to give you a list of questions. No, it's going to ask you one by one a question. Yeah, you see? Superpower / command. See, brainstorming, test driven development. This TDD is test driven development. Yeah, these are the commands you have. Writing the plan. You see that. So this is all you have here. And if I want to show you that in the here, I'm telling you the amount of content and the things I have created and prepared for this course is really, I am very impressed what I have done, because it's my own personal time. I'm doing all this and it does not make value to me. Why I will do that, you know? So if you see here, go back to the Claude. Yeah, I want to show you this Claude here. And if I just do this / brainstorming, why it is coming here? Because I have Superpowers installed. Yeah, you see, I do here brain. Okay, I start from here, my project from here. You see, and it's rethinking, and it's, see, thoughts for seconds. You see, what would you like to brainstorm? Tell me about the idea or project you have in mind, and we will work through it together to shape it into the solid design. So now what Superpower is doing is working with you as a team manager or a real human being, asking you questions and then doing the work, asking you questions, then doing the work, as compared to working directly with Claude. Nothing is asked. You just give a one direction instructions, and this guy is keep on working, keep on. Do you need a team member who is a blind follower, or do you need a team member who asks you the right questions? That's what the power of Superpower is. Yeah. So hope you understand why I selected that, why I installed that, and why I am recommending all of you to get that. Remaining we will cover in the class, but I just want to make sure that you understand that part of it. Okay, so now if you see here, going back to the checklist, so you have Superpowers here, then you have so this is all the super, then you have Claude Code, verify, test, all those things you will do. If you have any problem, let me know, I will help you. I have also installed Context 7, a plugin from the GitHub. It is also, it keeps the data library refreshed and updated for all those. It saves a lot of time for the model. Yeah, so it saves tokens also. So it's very good. We'll talk about that. And these are the optional ones, install and all that. Yeah, so yeah. So then final verification. Yeah, this is not week 4. This is not week 3. This is week 4. Because week 2 we are doing data quality. Week 3 we are doing the score model, opportunity register. We are doing that in week 3. So week 2 and week 3 we are just using Claude Chat and Claude Cowork. That's it. Week 4 onwards, we are getting heavy. So that's why you have 3 weeks to make sure that you have installed all these things and get ready for that. Yeah, if problem comes, let me know. I have already faced all these problems. I will help you to solve these problems because I have been through this all the time. Yeah. Or yes.
Just one question. So
Yeah, please. Yeah.
instead of this cloud connector, that
Yeah.
is the paid versions and all, the other checklist, what you are saying,
Yeah.
all are free or all everything we need to again pay something for that?
Free.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
and that company systems that the laptop is providing, that is also
Yeah.
possible to install, or
Yeah,
is it
that's what I said.
100%?
Yeah, that's why I said to water. Yeah. So please take this checklist, show it to your IT manager. You say, hey, this is as per the data compliance and all that. I already checked everything. It is good. That's why I installed myself. Yeah. And it's
Okay.
recommended by
And
Anthropic. So everything is, but you go back to your IT manager, show this checklist, say, this is what I need for my project. They will review and they will give you the advice. Okay.
okay, and yeah, if it is personal, I don't think any permissions are needed, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're using a office laptop, you need a permission from the IT. Show it to them. Tell them this is all the Anthropic suggested and it's recommended and it's all protected. And they will do their own analysis, audit on that, and then they will decide that what they're going to do. But as of now, what I have done, I have checked, it's all good. So that's why I'm recommending all that to
Okay,
all of you.
and yeah, one last but not the least, that is all the documents, and after every session, the video, whatever you're going to provide, all are downloadable, right?
Yeah, everything, whatever I will share from this week only for the paid members and someone who's enrolling. But there will be a Google Drive, and everything what I'm showing you will be on week by week basis, will be saved in the Google Drive, and the paid members will have the link to that.
That's fine, but it is downloadable, right? Once
Yeah,
I
yeah.
pay
Google
it, that
Drive
I
is
can
all
download.
downloadable. Google Drive is all. Once I give you the access to my Google Drive, you can download all those from that
Oh,
drive.
okay,
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah.
Fine. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. So, so please, I will also share this. Please read this superpower. What are the phases in this one, so that you become, at the end of 12 weeks, you become supply chain AI decision engineer. Yeah, like this is the level we are taking a supply chain professional in 12 weeks, turning them into an AI engineer. Yeah, and that's what the demand is of AI engineers. Yeah, so how you go from here to here, you definitely need to learn some of the software development side of it, and also do projects as we are doing all those together. Yeah. I have done it. I am a completely no coder guy, but I have done it, so I'm very confident you all can do it. If you have not written any code in your life, don't worry. I have also not written any code in my life. So, but I have done all that thing in last 6 months. You all can do in okay. So that's a good thing. What else I want to show quickly before we end the class today? I think this is a long list. We need one more class. Saturday morning 9 a.m. we're going to cover this whole thing. So that's and then Sunday we are going to start our data quality class. Yeah. So, but I'm going to share all these to the paid members, all these documents, all these slides, so that they can study on their own. And then when we do that together on Saturday, then you have a very good understanding of all that thing. Yeah. Okay, hope you enjoyed this class. Any questions? Please let me know for another 5 or 10 minutes, and then we are done with today's class. David, you like it, man? What you thought? Any comment, critique?
Yeah, good stuff, Tassif. Thank you very much. I like you bring in quickly bring in the theory with the application with the tools all together. That's the key value.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're not watching a YouTube video here, David.
Correct. We're all about getting it done. Appreciate that.
You're doing real work here, I tell you. And helping clients to solve those using AI. Yeah, so that's where the purpose is. Most of the if you are seasoned like you, David, in the industry, freelancer, this toolkit will help you in your supply chain consulting work. Yeah, because it's all applied, is immediate ROI, so that they can see. Any other questions, comments before we end today's class? What do you think till now? Marvin?
I have some questions, but I'll formulate them and send them to you in a message.
Okay, thank you, Marvin. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Please. Yeah, thank you. Okay, good. Okay, any other questions? Let me check the chat box. Any other questions here? Okay, thank.
Excellent,
Yeah.
Tausif.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, very well done. For not being a coder, you are a techie now, huh? GitHub to superpowers. You're
You
going to be a
see,
superpower.
yeah, and the because I've never done. I was so scared when I see the black screen. I was so scared of those black screens. Yeah, and then I thought, man, this is the time. Either you give up or you take the challenge. Yeah, like this is.
Right.
There is no way you can survive in this world now by saying that no, this is not me. Somebody else can do this job. Yeah, you see.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why I think once you take the challenge, then because AI has made it so easy, you don't have to learn coding, so you just have to know the logic, yeah, what it's going on, and
Right.
you can manage it your life on that one. Yeah. Okay, so
So
yes, please.
just for clarification,
Mhm.
you have the class Saturday and Sunday, or just only once a week?
2 classes, Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. Yeah, two classes. Yeah, 2 classes, 9 a.m. 10:30. Because as you see, 90 minutes is going so fast. Yeah, it's hard to cover the course when you have only 90 minutes per week. Yeah, so you need mark 2 classes. Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah. So 3 hours of the class, and then you have your own homework to do and assignments to do, all that on your own. So that's your own thing. You see here, the last thing I want to show you here is if you see my screen, this is the GitHub, and I have published my multi-agent orchestrator AI agent plugin here in the GitHub. Yeah, you see, already I got published 2 days back. You see, so this is SCIQ Lab is already published. It's first agent. You see, so I am
So this
already
is
in.
publicly available to anyone on GitHub?
Anyone. I'm already in the marketplace. You see, it's doing the supplier risk assessment using the Tavily.com free service, all the supplier data and all that thing. Yeah, so this is all freely available. You can go, you can use this one because it's available in the marketplace. You see.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, this is. and I published this. Not published. I have submitted this to Anthropic also. So they are reviewing my agent. Hopefully soon you will see that I'm a verified badge from Anthropic also.
Oh, okay. So Anthropic Marketplace,
Yeah.
that also is a paid marketplace. People can buy things from there.
Yeah. And I submitted it there. So then they will approve and they will put it there. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't. Yeah. So that's what. When I checked, there's not many people in a supply chain side of it, Anthropic. So I will be the first few ones who are doing that in Anthropic marketplace also. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah. So that's a good thing. And you all will do that after 3 months. I want all of you to build some agents and then publish in GitHub and get recognized and publish in. So once you learn the tools, making agents is not a problem because you exactly understand end to end how this all works. Then it's just a matter of understanding the business use case and using the toolkit what you are learning and turning it into a solution.
excellent.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, everybody. And I'm going
Thank
to
you.
stop the recording today. And any questions, any comments, please let me know. If you want to enroll and pay, please let me know. Or you can go directly to the website and pay. You all know that. And see you on Saturday next week class. Thank you.
Thank you, Tosif.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you all. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, man.
Really
Thank you.
interesting.
Thank you, Adrian. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, bye-bye. Bye.